a definition of ready coach for any users of JIRA. Getting compliance for a definition of ready is important and requires people to be aligned, supported, and developed to use it effectively. And that compliance is actually a fantastic way to save time and money if there's a good definition of ready. Many organizations attempt this with training, coaching, and other hand-holding, which typically is very expensive, it's imperfect, and often not very scalable either. Managers and leaders tend to be overwhelmed and need help to coach their staff, and that's what we provide. We provide leaders with the support they need to get compliance on a good definition of ready by integrating JIRA issue creation with an AI-powered enterprise avatar coach built on our MaxGood platform. This results in much lower cost, specifically in saving time from all the hand-holding needed, and in the back end with your delivery teams being able to implement and respond to issues much more effectively with lower quality problems, faster time, and less rework. It also provides better expertise, both in the sense of being more consistent, but also being perfect about its recall of what the definition of ready actually is supposed to be and why. It provides more reliable support, specifically in the moment of need when someone is actually creating an issue. It is available 24/7, which is huge because often in global enterprises, we have people submitting issues at any time. Not only that, but even in localized enterprises, people come up with ideas and add them as issues really at almost any time of day. It really truly is fully and completely integrated into your workflow tools like JIRA. We start with an issuer who wants to submit a change request, feature request, some sort of ticket or issue to a delivery team to work on it. The delivery team needs the issue to be well written, and that's so that we can avoid delays, mistakes, and rework. The MaxGood platform will support the issuer and the delivery team by coaching everyone on the definition of ready. An issuer submits an issue to JIRA. The MaxGood platform checks the definition of ready and also corporate information and context, expertise, and compliance, not just with the bare bones of the definition of ready, but really connecting it to the mission, vision, values, and approach of the organization. It automatically provides coaching to the issuer, and that coaching can come in a few different forms. For example, it can be delivered by email, which is often great because the issuer doesn't live in JIRA, unlike the delivery team. Or it can come through some sort of chat interface like Microsoft Teams or Slack. Finally, the coaching results in fixes to the issue to comply with the definition of ready. And that in turn leads to the delivery team producing a successful outcome and delivering quicker. Different departments in your organization may have different definitions of ready or contexts around them. So one really important idea here is that your organization can create multiple enterprise avatars and get them customized and mapped to your organization in flexible ways. You can use enterprise avatars with teams, departments, projects, initiatives, working groups, really almost any kind of organizational grouping or structure, and make sure that everyone in that organizational structure is aligned, supported, and developed on the proper definition of ready for whoever is the recipient of that JIRA issue request and the JIRA board. So you can kind of illustrate it as this very flexible mapping between the organizational structure and enterprise avatars. Now, What this means is that everything is context sensitive, and we actually call this hyper contextualization because it's so in depth. So the coaching from an enterprise avatar has personal context, that is, the user submitting an issue, the issuer, the avatar knows about that person to some degree, some personalization, perhaps role and goals, maybe OKRs, for example, might have some information about the issuer's business context. Then at another level, there's a connection between a particular issuer or user and an enterprise avatar and a description of that relationship. That could include something like how that particular user and that particular destination team are related. And perhaps most importantly is that there's a huge number of foundational subject areas that make these enterprise avatars effective coaches. There's leadership and agile methods and so on and so forth. This licensed expertise also gets included with corporate expertise and content to very flexibly create a backdrop. And then finally, every enterprise can select whatever large language models and perhaps even fine tune them for their own working situation. Each enterprise avatar is $495 per month and can be used with unlimited numbers of users, but it is focused on a specific definition of ready and for a specific delivery team or organization. A good setup will typically replace up to 10 full-time equivalents in hands-on hand-holding style coaching. And of course, what this results in is that managers, coaches, and consultants are freed up to serve more people in the organization better and faster because they're not dealing with the hand-holding around the definition of ready. So what do? You set up an enterprise avatar on maxgood.work. That usually involves some work with us to make sure that it's set up well. Then you integrate the MaxGood app into your JIRA Cloud project. And from that, you will then see rapid improvement in the adoption and compliance to your definition of ready. And of course, the ultimate result, cost reduction in your delivery. Highly recommend getting in touch and trying it now.